Well, it is a local nonprofit and leadership organization that has had to adapt to the pandemic like so many of us, with a special fundraiser coming up. And here to join us is organizer of the event and the head of Game Changers, Michael Ingram. Michael, good afternoon to you.
Hey, Jen, good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's good to see you.
You as well.
So tell us, for those folks who haven't heard about Game Changers, I know you've talked with us on other shows, but tell our afternoon folks what Game Changers is all about.
Absolutely. Good afternoon, folks at home. My name is Michael Ingram, the executive coach of Game Changers. Game Changers is a leadership and mentoring organization specifically for high school student athletes. The reason why we focus towards high school student athletes, me being a former athlete about 20 years ago, I felt that it was just as incumbent about our development off the field as it was on the field or in the pool or what have you. So for me, I wanted to come back to my hometown, start an organization that really focused on making sure that our athletes see that life is bigger than the sport itself. It's a great way to get ahead, but you definitely want to make sure that you have the character and the integrity to stay at that next level.
And you have a big background in sports yourself.
Big in my own mind, I'm an all-star for sure.
Now, over this pandemic, it's been difficult for so many people, you as well, with your programs. How have you adapted to still reach your audience and reach those kids that need you?
Absolutely. So yeah, the pandemic came out of nowhere, right? And for any business, and that's what Game Changers is. We're a nonprofit organization, but yet we're a business. You have to be able to call an audible. You know, you have to be able to transition. And for us, we've been able to really dial into a lot of digital platforms. So we did a leadership summit where we had someone from the WNBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball, all of these professional athletes and corporate executives speak to our athletes via a stream summit. We did it this time around. And it was amazing to be able to have that type of talent, still be able to touch base with our student athletes. And our most engaging platform is actually GC360, which is Game Changers' own very own app that we developed over this past year. And what that does is it really allows for our students that are doing community service and those school districts that are really focused on making sure their students do community service. It tabulates all of that information up and it actually pushes it out in the form of a resume. So we look at career readiness as well. So when it's time to transition out of high school, whether you use that resume to apply to the university of your choice or to your summer job, what have you, you have something that's more than just a transcript, and letting them know this is who you are in totality and not just the grades.
That is awesome. GC360, your own app. You're doing a lot for people. And you have this fundraising event coming up. Tell us all about it and how people can get involved.
Absolutely. So 2 of our other fundraisers were directly, during the pandemic, the height of it. So we had to cancel those. But fortunately, the team at the Scrappers, the management team there, I threw a Hail Mary. I said, listen, we need to do something. And that's when I came up with the Sip and Paint. But we wanted to do it there at Scrapper Stadium to stay in vibe with the whole sports backdrop for Game Changers, as well as we're focused on social distancing. So it's going to be a great day. We have actually 2 sessions, one at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the family-friendly event. And then at nighttime from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., we have one for adults only. The one at evening, I would want to say, is going to have the DJ. But even better than that, we've got a lot of support from restaurants. And I'm so just very grateful because during this time, not only have we been impacted, but they have as well as some of our corporate investors. So we're super appreciative of them for stepping up. It's still investing in the organization so that we can invest into our student athletes.
I know that was so important for you to mention to the people who support you. I'm going to post that with this interview on my page. And I appreciate you being part of our midday so much, and keep doing what you're doing because it's making an impact even during this pandemic, probably more than it ever has.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jen. I really do appreciate the opportunity. WFMJ is my second family. So thank you so much for just getting behind not just me, but the kids via Game Changers and really allowing us to make sure that we continue positive programming regardless of the pandemic. Thank you.
You bet. Absolutely. It's good to have you part of our family.